Hello there and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 where I'm playing as Persia. It is 1613 and I'm at peace at the moment. The Ottomans recently ended their war with the majority of Central Europe, which they took a bit of loss for, but they did alright I think in the end. They got a bit of uprising issues or a bit of unrest, so that could be interesting. Ragusa got released as a nation, which would probably hurt the income, because it's got the Dubrovnik province, which is obviously a trade node. In the meantime, I am kind of waiting to start a war against the Timurids. Just waiting for Russia to pay off their debts, which they're slowly doing. I'm just keeping an eye on that. I want to try and take advantage of the Timurids' low mill tech and massive amounts of unrest. Russia's 2,000 ducats in debt, so I can't really help out too much. Tuscany tell us of the improvements in lens making. Ever since the 13th century, spectacles made from glass lenses have come to replace the reading stones of older eras. Through thorough optical observation, these lenses have now reached a level of perfection that has allowed even the smallest of things to be enlarged. To the delight of scholars, these new lenses can also be used to create both optical microscopes, allowing them to examine what could never be seen before, and the refracting telescope, allowing the study of faraway objects such as the stars. The field of optics is now at the brink of a revolution, bringing great benefits to both to science, navigation, and warfare. So the price of glass has increased. So yeah, I'm just patiently waiting. If Russia gets a bit closer to paying the debt off, I might actually help out. But I don't want to spend money unnecessarily when I've got my own things I can use it for. Although at the moment, I've got to build new trade. I've got to upgrade my trade buildings. Non-enforcement of ordinances. Monarchs ruled by issuing ordinances, but they were almost powerless to enforce them. Enforcement depended on the local powers, being nobles and city governments, that would not always be as vigilant as the monarchs would have desired. I'll cover a bit of autonomy, let them handle it. Basra needs an upgraded trade depot. Build that for sure. Damascus needs one. Tabriz needs one. Isfahan needs one. And Tehran. Oh, I didn't try. Isfahan. And Baghdad, but I can't afford Baghdad. That's a lot of trade buildings to go in. But obviously once they've all built, I should increase my income quite nicely. Okay. Debate over Sufi practices. Muslim scholars are not united on the question of the permissibility of Sufism. While most appreciated the heightened levels of religious devotion inspired among the general population, some disapproved of how certain Sufis expressed their faith. Poetry and song about wine and illicit love, as well as communal dancing and veneration for the tombs of those regarded as saints, could at times provoke opposition from more hardline elements of the ulema. This is support the hardliners and go towards legalism. Is that 100? Yes. Let's see, who else do I need to get some claims on? I might build a network in Hormuz. Build one in Hejaz. I might build one in Yemen. I'll leave one free to declare war. Lima thing just expired. It's still got 65%. Emirs. Recruit a minister. No, I need to increase their loyalty. The Timurids have a new monarch. Good for them. I lost the general. That's no good. I've got one general in that army. I'm down a general now. I won't get one straight away. New tech. I could go for Diplotech 18, but that's probably not going to be the best idea. I'm sure I can sit on that for a bit. How are we going with institutions? We can almost get the printing press. Okay, that should kick in soon. Russia's still 2,000 ducats in debt. Come on, Russia. Get your act together. Start making some money. All my buildings have kicked in, so hopefully I've got a nice income now. Trade should go through the roof, mate. Not through the roof, maybe, but it should increase. What's this? Our nation is mourning over the loss of our previous monarch, Qara Yusuf. He was the victim of a seemingly unlikely hunting accident. Our accountants shall not miss him, but his nephew surely will. So Pir Budak III is now the leader. He's 333, so yeah, can't really argue with that. The heir is a 433, sure. Obviously, I'll lose stability. I'm not going to pay for that straight away. It's still +2. Now, one thing I have noticed with the Ottomans, royal marriage offer, sure, is that Cyprus, also known as Cyprus, has been under separatist control for a while. The Sheikh-ul-Islam, where the Qadis are the judges of the land, the Muftis are the ones to provide general legal interpretation and doctrine. A high imamate, as large as ours, however, needs an overarching authority over all Muftis. Traditionally, this is the role of the Sheikh-ul-Islam. The Sheikh-ul-Islam will not only author fatwas himself, he will also be the one to appoint many of the regional Muftis in our realm, and ultimately he is the person who will safeguard the legality of the High Imam's edicts. Naturally, the man we pick will belong to the Shafi, but there are a number of distinguished candidates to choose from. So we either get increased tax modifier, tolerance to the true faith, I don't think I need that, or legitimacy, which has dropped. That takes me towards mysticism. So I'm going to say, let us elect the foremost and most loyal Mufti to this position, and I get bonus tax modifier. Royal marriage with Qara Qoyunlu. They're still allied with the Ottomans, so okay. 436 Queen. Russia has paid off some more of their debt, so they're getting closer to a war. Inching closer. Unrest. Why is there unrest in Bahrain? The missionary. He's not getting anywhere anymore. That's upsetting. Royal marriage offer from Chagatai. Okay. It took a while coming, but I'll take that. Intervene in a great war, but no. Oh, the missionary stalled at 96.7%. That's Oldenburg, tell us of the development of ironworking. Various advances in the field of ironworking have meant that the iron cannon is now both more efficient and reliable than the old bronze cannons. As iron products are also increasingly replacing copper in other fields, such as for mealtime utensils, the price of copper has been dropping while the demand for iron is on the rise. Okay, so iron's worth more, copper's worth less. Oh, I can get a level 3 missionary guy, but do I get an Inquisitor for the time being? It's gonna cost money to hire though. Oh, it's so annoying. It's really costing me money, not even though it's not doing anything. 0.5. He's at his maximum output as well. Russia, still 1,500 in debt. These last few episodes have just been annoying. Mind you now, why won't Chagatai join a war? Because they got debt as well. Everyone's in debt apparently. Who am I getting claims on? Get a claim on Hormuz. Let's take a claim on Qatar. Hijaz. And get a claim on Madin Sulaim. And Yemen. Get a claim on... Let me go to the coastal provinces, Zabid. Okay. I feel like I'm just waiting. Just... Oh, hang on. I didn't realise these guys broke away. Shaya. Crate, his life belongs to Aragon. Growth of the business of Saturn. Our efforts to maximise trading profits in the area of Khuzestan has borne fruit in the province of Shushtar. Entrepreneurs have managed to greatly increase the output of Saturn and have found new markets in our capital for the processed goods. Gain 2 base production in Shushtar. That's always good. I mean, say this province does break away and becomes independent. It'd be cool just to declare war on it and take it for myself, because trade-wise it's could be worth a bit. In the meantime... No, Russia just increased their debt. What is wrong with them? Cabinet cooperation. Our humanist policies have reduced jealousy between our advisors since they can no longer play on the religious and ethnic divisions within the country. Everyone is working for a state that they have faith in and there is trust in the cabinet. Monarch points all round. That's always good. Russia's finances are annoying me. Family ties. For the past couple of days, we've been entertaining a guest from the royal court of Qara Qoyunlu, the once home of the Queen. After a full week of hunting, feasting and gossiping with the family, Mali's cousin is finally preparing to return to Diyarbakir. She assures us that she has had a wonderful time, and it is with deep bow of gratitude that she says she'll make certain to inform everybody back home how kind the great High Imamate of Persia has been to her, and continues to be her beloved cousin. 10 Diplo power and Akono's a bit happier. Good for them. The fact that Chagatai won't join a war against the Timurids is super annoying. There are allies all around these guys, and none of them wants to join in the fun. Chagatai is in debt. Qara Qoyunlu, it's too far away. Russia are in debt. The Ottomans is too far away. What is their situation at the moment? You have 51,000 troops, but the concern is that they can spawn a lot more. I mean, it's not a war to do by myself. I think it's an unnecessary risk. You can't attack Hormuz because too much to join in that war. Can't start a war with Hejaz because they give me trade power apparently. Okay. Protests in Damascus. As men of great spiritual strength, but also firmly part of the establishment, members of the ulema sometimes choose to join social protests. A recent altercation between the local garrison and the urban population in Damascus have attracted the attention of a prominent mufti in the state of Syria. A local commander fears the situation might escalate unless we listen to the protesters, but doing so would come at a cost. Let's move towards legalism, lose a bit of prestige. Ulema gain loyalty. Yeah, okay. Let us compensate the people of Damascus. Mamluk in Australia? Really? Mamluks in Australia? Huh. Ming tells us of a civil war. There's not much in Ming to really worry about. The Mamluks are getting a few allies now, including Qara, which would be super awkward. Russia's still in debt. What's another general? Circulation of hostile publications. When printing was a novelty, it first attracted those who would create codices as great works of art or philanthropists who wanted to spread the knowledge of the classics in a more accessible format. Soon, however, others joined the ranks, less scrupulous men who would make a living slandering others. Ever since, printing started to mature as a business, presses all over Europe have been available for demagogues to spin their webs of lies. Jeez, this is not written well. Piles of pamphlets lie ready to be distributed to anyone who would believe them as we speak. In some part of our own lands, this otherwise so promising technology has been put to use as a means to slander our high imam and undermine the state. This cannot be tolerated. I think we'll just say the time for censorship has come. In cars. Russia paid off some of the debt. Okay. They can pay off one or two more payments. That might be enough. I just feel, at the moment, I just feel like I'm not really doing anything. Can't attack Yemen. Can't attack Hijaz. I can't really attack the Mamluks. I can't attack Hormuz. I can't attack the Crimea. Spread of extreme practices in Kartli-Kakheti. The late Middle Ages saw the emergence of several new forms of Islamic mysticism, one of the most controversial being a brand of Sufi dervishes known as the Renunciationists. These men sought to separate themselves entirely from normal society, shaving all body hair down to their eyebrows and publicly breaking the rules of the Sharia in order to demonstrate the unique relationship with God, all while wandering from town to town begging for alms. Our religious scholars are calling for their persecution, arguing that the uneducated populace's tendency to view them with awe We'll lead them away from the true faith. Let's expel them from Kartli Karketi. Another claim in Yemen. Might as well get Narjan. The port of Amol. As cities grow, the old amenities and walls that once supported them decay. In Amol, this is over time led to change. Less clean workshops, such as those of tanners, have moved beyond the city walls, as have the cemeteries. Most visible, however, is the increasing number of poor in the streets. As existing charities have not been able to keep up with the rapid growth of the city, it has been suggested that we set aside more state property as Waqf, charitable donations for the upkeep of public soup kitchens and bath houses. I can use a bit more prestige. So let's say we will naturally support such a cause in Amol. Done. Well, another Hormuz is going to join the war now, so I waited too long for them. Yemen still won't because they've got massive debt. Well, I think this episode is going to come to an end. Still, Russia or Chagatai unwilling to commit to a war, so we must wait. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate the support, and as always, hope to see you next time. Take care out there.